If you're looking to have a wee nap, the Woodsy range of audiobooks.
Oh yeah.
Come on, just now I lay thee down to sleep. Pray the Lord, my soul will keep. If you die,
I'm just going by the ones that
I'll give you a wake.
We've read the Eddie. Zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom. We'll get there very soon. Go to sleep, you can't.
Tomorrow night, Fight Club.
By Chuck, your man. Can we start? Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. My guest today, Ruairi Woods.
Live AF.
We're dying of a pizza coma. We'll get to that in just a second. Do you want to help me do some ads?
Let's do a lot of ads.
This podcast is sponsored by our old school sponsor, manscaped.com. Do you shave the bag off yourself, do you?
Not with a pizza cutter anymore, no.
No.
But,
do you have a Manscaped? Do you trim? Do you Manscape the nuts?
I would do a bit of trimming, you know.
You would do a bit of trimming. You have to.
Yeah, because
you'd be mad not to. What with the elongation of the shaft?
Yeah, like you wouldn't expect anybody to be in the vicinity of the bag if it's not. If it's like if it's a Jumanji ball bag.
Yeah.
You can't expect anybody to fondle it with their gob.
Exactly, and that's exactly what the people at Manscaped. That's the message they're trying to put across.
That's their demographic.
They'd be like
gob fondlers.
They'd be like, "Hey guys, do you have Jumanji nuts? Get rid of it." No, but seriously, it's a quality. It's the world's leading scrote shaver.
Yeah,
I'm so tired. It's the world's scrote shaver. The world's most famous scrote shaver.
I wonder what's in second place for the scrote shave and just going.
Just your pizza cutter.
Yeah, for sure.
Just some guy with his wife's razor.
Yeah. That's the thing too.
Taking strips off it.
I say Jumanji because when I think of Jumanji, I think of Robin Williams, and he was hairy. Like his knuckles are my bag.
You don't want Robin Williams handballs. Get your manscaped.com. If you go on the website, you get a whole load of stuff, Woodsy. You know what I mean? You get the lawnmower 4.0 for shaving the nuts. There's one for the face.
So you sit on it, do you? Just go. You lie down and pouring, just like.
There's one called the Plow, which is for shaving your face. They got a weed whacker, which is for going up your nose, but it'll also go up your años, Spanish for anus. And
what about the urethra?
If you got a hairy bulb end, you can surely use it there too.
Imagine you did.
Disgusting.
The
only thing that would make my dick worse is if the bulb was hairy.
Yeah. Imagine someone dissing your urethra. I can't even say it. Urethra Franklin. And just go ship your urethra.
Hello.
I can't even. It's so hard to say.
Fucking urethra on you. Yeah, we talked about that before. I thought it was a fucking cryptocurrency. Urethra.
Sounds like something on IKEA, but it's a lamp. Turn that urethra on, blink.
Does that urethra come with 4 legs? There's only 3 left. What I'm saying is, if you listen to this podcast and you use the code GEMBAMP1, you get 20% off this product. And it's coming up to Christmas, Woodsy, you know what I mean? Do you have a father-in-law?
Oh, do I?
Get him one of these and look him in the eye and be like, John, get that bag shorn down for the winter.
No need for that rake anymore.
And he'll grab you and he'll kiss you in the face and be like, thank you, son. You know, I'm going to go about my day with a fucking pristine cock and balls.
See, to be fair, that would probably be how that would play out, you know, because being a culture man, you know, he's very easily impressed.
Oh, yeah.
He was up recently. There's a hedge dispute at the minute, and he had to come up to Belfast. There's like a place down near the Odyssey. It's like, you know, you can get the schematics.
Oh, right, okay.
Of a field,
I thought it was going to say, do you not live in an apartment?
Yeah. And he
what sort of hedge have you got?
But there's a farmer beside him. It's like, half that hedge is mine, and there's a dispute. That's the most, like, insane thing that happens there, apart from when a gate came loose.
And you go, listen, John, there'll be no fucking disputing the hedge around your bollocks. If you get this.
Yeah. And he came up and he was like, he'd missed breakfast and all. He had to go to this place early in the morning. For a culture man,
that is serious. That's serious.
Jesus Christ, I need an exorcist. What the fuck?
Just put that thing down below now. Jam out 20% off at manscaped.com. It's Christmas. Get someone a fucking Christmas present. What else have we got? Hold on, what else have we got? Beer 52. Beer 52. You're just sweating over there going like, I have to edit this, you fucking knobhead. Beer52.com. They handpick beers. You like beers? They handpick beers. They send them to your fucking house in boxes of 8, 10 or 12. And if you use the code BANTER on checkout, you get your first box free.
So decent.
And then you only pay for postage. And then after that, you do actually pay for the beers that come to your house. But you don't have to go anywhere, and you just sit there and you split it with your significant other, and you go, "What one's that? Oh my goodness!" And then before you know it, you're fucking Wolf of Wall Street out the side of the car. Just absolutely smart. Absolutely smart.
It was only a tennis Millix, folks.
It was only a bloody dipper. Some sort of dipper from Spain.
Just shandy bass and curry chip, yeah. Yeah.
Bottle of Sol. Why is that? No, but
Brahma.
That's nice. I like it.
Red stripe. It's nice too.
That's rotten. What I'm saying is use code BANTER and get the first box free for the love of Christ. That's it. We've won for some anti-bald medication, but that can go fuck itself. I've decided. There's no. It's you know how triggering it is as a bald cunt to be sitting here going, make sure you don't lose your hair. Take this medication. The ship has sailed. You know what I mean?
It's your buff in your head.
It's fucking cute. You know what I mean? It'd be like me sitting here going like, hey man, do you want to wear a pair of fucking, you want to wear a rash guard that accentuates your six pack? Don't have that either.
Try not to be specky. By Ruairi Woods.
Custom contact lenses by Woods. 25p's.
Could you wear contact lenses? Could you?
That's it. The odds are over. They're officially over. I probably could. I've got a weird sort of vision where it's not weird at all. It's just when I'm looking far away, I need the glasses. And if it's low light, like in here, I can't see a fucking thing. Like if I just went like that, I'm like, nah, it's all blurry.
What's that then? What's the term for that?
I would be short-sighted.
Shorter.
But it would have like, they said like astigmatism or something as well.
Yeah.
Which means one of your eyes is like a rugby ball.
Yeah. Mine's is neither. Because I asked my dad, I'm like, my short side or long side?
I can see in neither eye.
He was like, your left eye just stopped. Swear to God. He was like, it just at about 30%.
When you spend a lifetime staring through keyholes like a pervert, the other one just dies on you.
Let me out, Pat.
You were telling me a story about your dad thinking soup was Fanta.
Yeah, my dad's got this thing where like, if you were doing soup and sandwiches for lunch, and you'd be like, oh, we'll get a bottle of Fanta or some Ribena or something. Well, no need. You've got the soup. You're hydrated via that fucking cup of soup. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
like,
if it's wet,
why get Dr. Pepper when there's fucking potato and leek soup there from that last
and
week?
Strangely enough, that makes you more thirsty than anything. Potato and leek soup, heartburn and thirsty, the worst combo of shit.
Yeah, I know. Again, dads, man, I don't know what
they're just insane.
That generation.
They don't want to shell out on anything.
No, definitely not.
Sure, what would you want to buy Fanta for when it rains?
Exactly.
It's raining there.
Yeah,
open your tongue.
Get that gob open. Stand outside like the end of Shawshank and just
You're like you're waiting on a load in the face.
That must be an awkward moment, like if there's a bukkake scene in porn and every lad's struggling and she's just sitting there going, any fucking chance you can just fucking at least do the first coat. You know what I mean? Get a roller with some salad cream like a painter. And
does your dad, when he was younger, like go back to a house party and he's like, what have we got left? And he's like, I don't know, if half a bottle of vodka here and a big soup. I'll do a cocktail.
Or drinking cream of the barley and minestrone. Got Jameson and fucking
Landel. Do you remember one day, I don't know whether we were supposed to be doing something and you were like, oh sorry, I've got the shits. And then I went, why? And you went, because I had blue cheese and broccoli soup out of the Centra.
Yeah, actually I can say this now.
I was like, you'd be safer licking fucking toilet seats.
Yeah, it was my first case of food poisoning. You know, because obviously we talked about the second case at General Banter Live, but
get on the Patreon, watch the live General Banter podcast.
Horrendous. There's more to that too, so I can chat about it again.
I'm here for it.
But the blue cheese and broccoli soup just left me.
Went through like a fucking hot knife.
Oh, it was just like if you just flung Tipex at a wall, they just bust immediately.
Yeah.
That was me. Fair play, my body's like, I ain't getting this out of you ASAP. I don't care.
That's the type of shit
where you're at.
Maureen would slag me for doing, I'll be like, oh, I don't feel well. And she's like, why? And I'll be like, because I got a cheese and onion, fucking pie thing out of Greg's at 5 o'clock in the day when it's been boiling all day.
Yeah.
Or I'll get something stupid. I'll be like, oh, I ordered, the fucking open prawn sandwich here at this roadside diner. And she'd be like, well, you're a dickhead. That's a dickhead move.
Yeah, no
Can I get blue cheese and broccoli soup out of a fucking cauldron in a Santa? In the Santa?
That's the Spanish.
In the Santa.
In the Santa. The city centre.
That's it, that's it. Yeah, you're begging for you're hurting for a squirting if you're if you're eating that shit.
Oh
Anyway,
God, yeah.
speaking of hurting for a squirting,
Will you fuck up too?
we've had quite the morning. We were contacted by the lovely folks at Pizza Works on the Antrim Road in Belfast. Some of the best pizza I've had.
Lovely.
And they do a thing over Christmas where they sell a pizza and give half of the money to charity.
Yeah.
With a celebrity endorsement.
Yeah.
This time it's me.
Yeah. Lance from NSYNC was busy, so they
Lance from NSYNC.
give you a shout.
What's his full name?
Lance.
Does he not have he came out as gay and he has a very gay name too?
What's
Who are we talking about?
Lance from NSYNC, the one that doesn't do anything.
Wait
I
a
think he's
minute.
just in NSYNC because he has Netflix or something. I don't know.
Who, is there a gay one in NSYNC?
There has to be. They're a boy band. It's like a requirement, isn't it? There's
Yeah,
always one that drops anchor in Pooh Bay. Like there always is. There always is.
Anyway.
There always is, isn't it?
Oh, there has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ronan Keaton, homosexual.
Or Keats. Same birthday as me.
Really?
Not same year, but same birthday. Me, him, and the guy who directed Mad Max. All 3rd of March. Ballers.
What a weird collection of people.
I know, it's very
I
weird.
remember having a fact like that before where I was like, Henry Winkler has the same birthday as me. Same birthday as the Fawns, which automatically makes you cool.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely losing my mind the amount of carbs I've had this morning.
Yeah, because you were at the gym this morning too.
Yeah, I
You've
went to the
kinda-
gym and then, have like, depletion in calories and then I filled up with like 7 days worth of calories.
100%.
So anyway, they invited us down. They were doing a pizza and they were like, do you want to like make up a recipe for a pizza? And I was like, well, I think it would be a sin not to do a brunch on a pizza.
Yeah.
So
Good idea.
do you know what? I know about food. I know what tastes good and I knew it would be a wee bit different. So the pizza had... I could have easily just told them what to do and they could have sold it, but I was like, nah, we're missing a good opportunity here to go down and get a bit of content.
True.
And also eat 4 to 6 pizzas each.
Yeah. At like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
Thank God I went to the gym though, because I would have felt terrible about myself. But we went down there, we fucking, got to slap the pizza. Got to slap the ass off the pizza.
Yeah.
We did all right. Although she did your fucking...
She did mine. I would have done it, but I wasn't actually... You said, do you want to make your own? And then they didn't bother. I think
No,
they
they-
just were just like, look at him, he'll not be able to
Yeah.
lift the dough. He's not a dough lifter.
He's not a dough slapper. No, I made the wee bit of fucking bass and everything. None of that, shit going on. You
Yeah.
throw it up in the air.
Yeah. You're the Planet Love.
Yeah, none of that shit. I'm so tired right now. I'm literally one of my eyes is closing like yours. And we made that and so mine had black pudding, bacon, mushrooms.
Sausages.
They had a sausage blend that they made up, which was absolutely banging.
A bit of spice to it too. It was nice.
It was very Christmassy, and then Ballymaloe relish over the top, just a little spritz, and fucking. Do you know what?
It was very nice.
It was like perfect. It
Yeah,
just
it was
came out
great.
exactly what I had envisaged, which was just very sweet and salty and tasty.
Yeah, that was lovely because again, with anything like that, there's a high margin for making a complete deck of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you go to like all you can eat. So remember like Build-A-Burger,
Oh, yeah.
and you're like, oh, I'm going to be a bit adventurous here, and just that last hurdle, and you're like, I shouldn't have got mustard. You know what I mean? The guacamole and the gummy bears was enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go like, can I have cheese, mayonnaise, ketchup, a couple of onions, a
Fried egg.
Snickers? Like just like
Kinder Egg.
Let me just throw something fucking mental in at the end.
It just got weirder. I was a
the
bit.
chili dog with a bueno in it.
It just got weirder as you went more to the right hand side. It was like your standard condiments. Then there was like fried eggs.
Yeah.
Then there was guac, gummy bears, a walnut whip. Just
I haven't even heard of a walnut whip in about 10 years.
this is from the 1950s burger.
Guys playing the fucking trump in the back.
Just the rarest thing. We're like, no, it's nice, like, and you're like,
Everybody's stoned out of their mind.
yeah.
Yeah, man, it's actually half pork, half beef,
Yeah.
and a cheesecake in it.
Can I get some of that Ballymaloe relish and a caramel, please?
Could I have a Swiss roll with a sausage up it?
You fire lock of meringues in that burger.
I'm fucking dying. Just make me a burger, and then I've got a Belgium here with me.
Yeah.
If you want to slide that in the middle of it.
It's like that thing we see like donut burgers. So like instead of a bap,
Yeah.
donuts. Do you know what I mean? And instead of a patty, a pizza.
Donuts are getting a bit like that. Those taboo donuts, shout out.
Yeah,
You know, it's like you're like, where are your donuts? And like under this cheesecake, like there's 10 things on top of it.
Yeah, how do you eat? Like, how do you physically eat it? Do you know, you need like a snooker cue in your mouth to keep your gob open.
Alone crying.
Yeah, in the bath.
It is amazing. I love driving around to get coffee at a McDonald's and just seeing the amount of like people by themselves frantically going like, just like doing secret McDonald's.
The red velvet taboo donut is an absolute fucking delight. Send the check.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
Woodsy's endorsements.
Unreal.
Unreal, sir. But yeah, we had an eventful morning and they're selling that pizza and the profits go to LLNI. Lymphoma, leukemia, NI.
When does it actually start? When are they selling it? Like from
December? Like
December?
Yeah, started December.
No, it was really nice. Like I wouldn't lie to you, but like it's fucking right.
And I couldn't think of a name, but then you thought of a name.
Monster Brunch.
Monster Brunch.
I was on the spot. I probably could think of something.
No, Monster Brunch is perfect.
Yeah.
Because it is sounds like a normal name, but it's actually kind of a pun.
Yeah. It's a really good idea. I think people will get into it. But what I was saying at the start, because I forgot telling you about, this is actually related to food, about my dad-in-law and what kind of surprises him. He was up for that hedge dispute, missed breakfast, as I was saying. Took him to Maggie Mae's and he was saying, I never miss breakfast.
Yeah.
And then he's proper. And I was like, why don't you get a fry now, sure? And he's like, Rory, 10 to 5 in the day. He's not going to fry now. And I was like, it's all day. Ah, it's all day, that fry. What do you mean? Like, they'll serve it all day. And he was
you
like,
got anything up in this big smoke?
and he was like, is it really? And I was like, there, man, bumper fry, man. Just look, it says all day. And even when he was ordering, you could tell he still didn't believe me. And he's like, would it be, is that all right if I can get this
the
fry?
number 17 there?
Yeah, can I get that? Is that all right? And he was flabbergasted. He went back to Strabane. I was there and he was telling everybody, they're like, how'd you get on Belfast?
Town hall
And
meeting.
he was like, you'll never guess what happened to me. Went to this guy all day fry. And people were like, oh, fuck up, John, you're chatting out of your hole. And he's like, no, name a time. And they're like, 10 to 6, and get the fry. Desi. gives another time, but an hour later, gives another time. 10 to 8. Fuck off, really? All day?
I'm eating a fried egg in daylight.
Exactly.
Would you believe that?
All day fry. It's a whole different world. Seriously, flabbergasted.
Here's what I've noticed though. You know, if you're like a city boy and you're around cultures, they're like, it's fucking useless, fucking, you know, having the day's work and them and all fucking doesn't know what the crack is. No. When you put like a real culture in the city, they're just like, you know, like, how would I go about getting, you know, they panic and they just end up like with a bag of sandwiches that they brought from home.
Yeah.
Sure, we wouldn't know where to find a place to eat. You know,
Exactly.
We didn't know how to get to the waterfront from Malmaison. That's literally my in-laws. You know, like, you fucking poke your head out the side of the door and go, there it is.
Yeah, it's lit up quite well.
You know, but when you don't know the town, you're, you know, it's literally like, oh, you know, we just ended up getting 2 cans of Tennants each and drinking them behind a bush. And you're like, there's fucking 35 bars within 30 seconds from you. You know, you can go anywhere. And then that's where you get them back. You know, you're like,
yeah,
they're all scared of everything. Is there needles in there?
Yeah,
is there needles of heroin everywhere?
Would there be water in them taps? Fuck, there is too. Hot and cold.
Don't drink that because rats die in the water tank and Chinese and Japanese tourists die in there. Like that documentary, and you're drinking dirty fucking water from the ring.
It's just that whole mentality is mad where they're still like, you know, if you've got an exam tomorrow, eat fish the night before. You got your driving test tomorrow? Carrots for the eyesight. I'm throwing away the eye patch now. I've had carrot and coriander soup.
Oh yeah,
because my dad wouldn't get Kia Ora.
I've watched 3 tremendous documentaries in the last week, and one of them was like, it's on iPlayer, because I was trying to find more things like from here, and one of them was it was called something like Macaulay's cures or something. Like, it was this guy going around speaking to people who had like the cure for something. And it was literally like, you know, if you got warts, just stand under this fucking blackthorn tree for 3 months in the pissing rain. It was almost stuff that was like, you know, that's going to happen anyway. You know, he'd be like, have you got the flu? Teresa down there is the cure for the flu. All you do is cover yourself in hot towels and wait a week. I mean, you're like, it's going to go away anyway. Yeah. All you do, she has the cure there, and it's basically wrap yourself up warm, drink soup, and take Beecham's. And in 2 weeks, you'll be fucking cured of the cold.
Yeah. I don't understand that logic at all. It's always stuff that takes longer than just getting,
go to a doctor.
Yeah. It's the same way, like, because of Etsy and stuff, like even like my wife's super into all that, like Pinterest and all. We're just like, must get some window lean for them windows. And she goes, no, I read this thing.
Someone makes that with vinegar, right?
If you poach a lemon
for
6 weeks and let it ferment and wrap it in pesto and truffle oil, shove it up your hole and wrap it in a Venetian scarf.
And then buy a squeegee. And soapy water.
Yeah. And she's like, see, in 6 weeks, I'll be ready to clean the windows. And I'm like, I'll have left you by then.
You're like, I've already done it.
Yeah,
I've already done it with a baby wipe. It's disgusting.
Yeah, just took a Brillo pad. It looks shite, but it's clean.
I know, this was hilarious. Like, you need to find yourself a black slug. And you wipe that on the wart. And you hold it in your hand. And after a day, if the slug dies, that means the wart will die as well.
Yeah, you need to shave a llama. And if you can get the hair from the llama and flash fry it. And you're like, it's not Lord of the Rings.
It was so stupid. Like,
yeah.
And there was one little, like, priest or something somewhere, and he was like out getting his morning walk, and he was just like, listen, I'm getting my head shot here, because there's like 70 travellers coming in here looking for the cure for whatever it was. It was insane. And then that documentary, and then this other one, I'm going to have to, you know what, if you give me a second, I'm going to see if I can find this. Am I plugged in? No. So we're back. We've done a bit of reshuffling there. We're back. We're back. No, it's called £1 Billion Party. Stacey Dooley investigates the DUP. So this girl is going around basically chatting to supporters of the DUP. And, to sum it up briefly, she's basically going, why are you guys so loyal, to Britain and keep voting DUP, even though you're the people they're fucking. Basically, and everyone's just going like, I don't know, like there's no other way to do it other than how are people supposed to know you're a fucking prod if you don't vote the UP? So that's basically the vibes. But she's talking to people, and this, I'll see if it, oh my God, shut up. What is with today? It's falling apart.
We disagree.
Tell me what is so wrong when a man kisses another man or has
and this is an old bit I used to do. When people talk about gays, they're never like, tell me what it is about these big lasers scissoring each other.
Yeah, it's always the male.
It's always like, tell me what's so wrong with a man sticking his bulb in another man's, beige daisy.
But rug munching is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
the man.
And she's one of the, there's different types of like hardcore loyalists in Northern Ireland. It's the council estate, like, I just like bonfires and all.
Yeah.
And then there's this sort of Ballymena cultish, where, father says we're not allowed to watch television. One of them ones.
Yeah.
Like you're proper in a cult.
Yeah, they're like the twins from The Shining. Just sort of dead behind the eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
We're not allowed to go to Top Shop as it's a den of inequity.
Blinking, not for me.
It's you can't have sex. Like, you can't have children with two males.
Now, do you think she's a scientist?
No, she's hot as fuck though. She's...
I was going to say if there's lesbian vibes off anyone.
You see it, you can't have children with two women.
And you're studying, aren't you, in Belfast at the minute? You're studying drama.
Yes.
There must be gay lads in Belfast. Are you friends with them?
You're studying drama, they're full of queers, isn't it?
No shortage of the gays in the theatre.
It's all gays in you, isn't that?
You ever seen Rent?
The transgender woman.
We're not allowed. Father says we're not allowed to watch the Devil Box, remember?
We're watching Cock of Ages.
I have talked to them, but she's not really in my class. So it's not really, I'm not trying to avoid her. I would never do that to someone. Like, if I'd avoided everyone I disagreed with, I'd avoid my own mother.
But it's hard to when we're both chained to the radiator.
And Ian Peasley Jr. My dad is Ian Peasley Jr.'s election agent.
Oh.
But you got to watch this documentary because the quotables are tremendous. Now, there's a bit...
The Paisley there in that hat. Was he just a Chris Christopherson?
I'm a rhinestone cowboy. It's funny when you see some of the knobs knocking about now. You're like, Paisley fucking had a bit of charisma.
Aye, for sure.
Know what I mean? And then at the end, he was all like half taking the piss. Like, I'm only joking, sure. I'm an Irishman. I'm a prod, like, but I'm from Ireland. Like, it's not fucking bad. Yeah, you got to see this guy. He's literally like, fucking IRA is the same as ISIS. She's got some set of fucking balls on her.
You get the gist of it. You get the feel. No, it's very much part of their culture. It's a tradition. It's been going on.
Hold on. I should have timestamped this.
As well as the bonfires,
The problem with Northern Ireland is fucking, you talk about anyone, to be like, this guy will fucking DM me. Fucking slobbering.
What I see it as, it's just values that they have, and I think they're entitled to them values. And sometimes it look like they're being made to look like the bad people because they have them values, and that's not fair.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to find this one guy.
right.
It's for them.
Let me ask you this, Gwen. Do you think...
Do you think Stacey's putting on a wee bit of a fucking, I'm talking Northern Irish people?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Think so?
How you...
Exactly wearing a Celtic.
How helpful do you think it is to put these posters on the bonfire?
Because they are our enemies. They are the enemies. They are the
They're
ones
wankers.
that's trying.
Why?
Stop you saying that.
Stop, you're wankers.
First guy was quite pragmatic, just going, "They're our enemies, fucking wankers." Say it like it is.
But this bit's great.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Because they're sly. It's because
What about these people, random people in Sinn Féin? They're fucking wankers. Why is that? They're sly. And then she's about to eat them because, you know, she's like, "You shut your fucking stinking mouth." Don't. So like, I grew up around a lot of people like that. Stop fucking swearing, you wee cunt.
Is it only here? Would you hear going? Yeah, he's a lovely cunt. He's fucking that cunt is
Sound cunt.
civil.
Here in Glasgow, that's it.
see, they can see for themselves. At the end of the day, they do this every single year. Every single year they're here and they take so much pride in it. And you have Sinn Féin IRA interfering in what they're doing.
It's very easy for me to say this because I understand that
Sinn
I'm not
Féin
emotionally
IRA
involved.
interfering in bonfires on that estate. Hi.
Yeah.
I haven't lost loved ones. But if we're all saying, you know what, we want to move forward, I don't know how helpful it is to be burning
But
the
how can
faces
you?
of the opposition.
How can you move
Do you
forward
see?
when they want to change? We belong to Britain. We are British. We are British subjects. I hold a British passport. I am proud to say I'm British. Right? We are British. Sinn Féin wanted a United Ireland. That's the way they brought
The whole
war to
point of
country.
this documentary is literally like she's kind of going, you know, people in Britain don't give a fuck about you,
Yeah.
or Northern Ireland, and think everyone's just some paddy cunt anyway.
Yeah. You wish
That's-
you'd just had a bit more balls about it and just be like, you know, it's really not relevant to us what
That
you
is
do.
their main aim, and they will do it. through
Yeah, but they
any
need the
means.
votes and shit.
The
That's
Irish language is not just an orbit, but we're holding on to what we have. We are holding on here by maybe fingernails. I actually believe that we're more British than what the English are, to be quite honest.
Which got a lovely Union Jack acrylic applied to her. Shout out,
That's
Janice.
always the thing. There's always like they have to have a Union Jack featured somewhere where like tramp stamps, like hair extensions, stuff like that. A cravat, something like that.
I got my fucking bush dyed.
I don't know the lads did, do they?
Oh, well, you can just wear like a Rangers top or
Yeah.
something. Seems to be the dead giveaway. Where's the dude? There's one dude here. It might be here. I'm just going to keep playing this because he says
Are you encouraging
IRA
the
are
kids
as bad
to
as
hate?
ISIS, and I near dead.
You have to keep them on their toes, remind them who these people are and what they're done.
Why do so many people vote for the DUP here?
That needs to
We
go
were
out.
sort of forced to vote for DUP, so we
I'll
bring
talk
the
to you
whole
in a minute.
unionist vote together. So we'd have the majority.
Do you agree with everything the DUP stand for?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
We're same-sex marriage and things. We don't care. We have people in here that are gay and don't have a problem. Family members gay. It doesn't annoy me.
Do you know what? I sort of get it. Not all of them are socially conservative. I think so much of the time it's a tactical vote. And it's about, you know, being a unionist, and it's about being a loyalist, and it's about protecting what you know.
Well, of
She
course
doesn't
it-
have a fucking ball, which is on about.
Well, no,
You can tell she's
Nobody does. But
Ish about being.
there's also a brilliant bit here with. Once again,
27.
these people could probably
Hey, what's going to happen now?
send me an email in the morning.
I'll never change.
What won't?
This will never change. Our heritage never change.
Your hair will never change.
Us have these bonfires here, doing what the people want around here. That's what we want to do.
Oh, we missed a bit. Does he not
Watch the
ask?
bonfire from a distance.
Sorry, this is the worst podcast to watch of all time.
Cheers.
Wow, what an experience. It's just mind-blowing.
Nowhere else in Britain does this.
No, we don't do this in England. It's a cultural thing, right?
That's what it is. We don't want to liberate it.
These are missing out.
We're dead British. No one else does this in Britain, do they? No. Oh, fuck.
Especially from that guy, like, we're dead British. You take a bottle of Budweiser, would you? Drink a Budweiser.
It's a king of beers. Slide away. Tell you what I like, cigarettes and alcohol. Am I right? Brings out his own tambourine.
He's drinking the bottle of Budweiser, hands behind his back. In the sunshine. Buckfast Supernova.
Fucking stealing over.
Take a bottle of Miller's, twist off.
MGD, mate. When was the last time you had a bottle of Miller? Fuck me.
When I worked in the bingo hall back in Strabane.
Is that serious?
Swear to God.
You worked in a bingo hall? I'm trying to extract some sort of humour out of these goddamn loyalists. You work in a bingo hall all the time?
Didn't I tell you this?
Is that why you know all the puns?
No, it could be.
Were you calling out, or are you just a fluffer for the Outlaws?
I was one of the best callers. Tell you that. Maybe that's why I ended up doing stand-up. You know what I mean? Good on that mic.
Are you serious?
But you couldn't do like two fat cunts 88. You couldn't get two hefty hers 13. You couldn't do any of that there. No, that was my first job.
You were like a bingo caller?
Yeah.
That is...
Did I not tell you this ever?
Astonishing.
I've talked about it in like stand-up and all this.
I haven't heard that in my own
I used
fucking
to say
life.
like BYOB, bring your own bedpan. No, do you not remember this? And there was the old fella that was scared of vending machines.
I haven't heard any of this. Did that pizza break my mind? Am I carved out? I haven't heard any of that.
Yeah, that was my first ever job. It was like, I was 15, cash in hand. And I used to work on that. So I used to do like the change during the games, and I would call and stuff like that there. This was like pre-smoking ban too, so long ago it was.
Oh really? So
you could
everyone's
smoke away, and people would come in at like 4 o'clock in the day and reserve their seats. And they put their big shop on the seats, and then don't you dare to take fucking Vera's seat. Do you know what I mean? It was madness. Like, it was real.
And did you get the call stuff out?
Yeah, did all that. Yeah, did like the wee machine board games, and then the actual bingo books, and we had link ups with like.
Can you play bingo?
Ruairi and Banbridge and all that. There.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's where they go. We had link ups. Go, there's Ruairi here in Strabane. We've got a claim here for full house.
Can you double check that for me? It's just full of shit.
There was one fella who was working with us. He did the links the first time, and they would usually go, "Who's that in Strabane?" You would just go, "It's Ruairi here in Strabane." They'd be like, "All right, Ruairi." And they're like, "Who's that in Strabane?" He went like, "Kieran Sean Doherty." Like, he gave his full name like a fucking gimp. I'm like, "Give your star sign as well, would you?" It's fucking. But no, what the worst thing was, this is minging. Like, you had the wee machines on the table,
right.
So you could put in a few quid as well as the books, and on like under the table you'd have the wee drawer. Then at the end of the night you'd empty that there with all the dosh. The smell, Colin. The smell of OAP vag is fucking horrendous. Now I don't know why anybody would assume it would smell like fucking lavender. I tell you what, see, just bend down, just because they're sitting there all day, just their blurts festering. Do you know what I mean? Wilting under the heat. And just big half, they're eating fisherman's friends. You know.
What were they doing there?
Yeah, that was my first job. That's fucking great.
The what smelled like pensioners?
Just a general smell just under the seats. Because you'd have to go to the wee drawer under.
Really? Just kicking off a bit of fucking blurt mist?
Oh, it was horrendous. I swear to God.
Leather seats, just sweating up just an OAP taint.
It was a handy wee job. I'd say it was my first one, but that was when like I first started going out too, and our boss was like, "You can have a few drinks in here after before you go to the bar."
Oh,
But I was underage and I was a bit worried. I looked like the fucking Milky Bar kid when I was young, because I had blonde hair and all. But this is genius on my part. You try and get underage drink, a wee off license, crossroad. I used to go in and be like, "Just in here to get a few drinks for the old ones before they go home. They've got a taxi order. They're looking to take a wee carry out home, wee nightcap." Like, "Oh, isn't that lovely? Doing that for the wee old woman." I'm like, "Aye. What are you looking?" I got 2 bottles of Fat Frog, 8 bottles of Budweiser. It was so fucking brilliant. Just getting some.
What are they looking?
Red Square for Jacinta.
Red Square, my God.
Yeah.
What are they looking? 4 bottles of Bucky. Yeah. 12 MGDs.
I'll veer across roads looking at a bottle of Grosslager. Do you have any Grosslager? Plastic, it won't break.
Blue Aftershock with a straw.
Yeah. Swear to God, that was my it worked too. Look. Even though it was so blatant going and getting it for the adults here.
I know. I think I've told this story before, but I remember I didn't get ID'd till I was 18. I was buying drink and fags for about fucking 3 years before someone was like, you have an ID? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, Jesus, let me check.
Yeah.
But,
But somewhere. Yeah. It was
yeah,
always
I-
terrifying, wasn't it? Maybe
Because I remember getting served no bother because I went in and bought like, you know, grown man drink. So you
Yeah.
buy like fucking beers and bottles of vodka and everything, and then you would leave. And then I remember these kids outside, like, we pass a carry out, and I went, no sweat, I've already got served in here. Walked back in and bought fucking 8 bottles of like raspberry Concord, and the guy was like, "Do you have ID?" And I was like, "Nah, mate, I left it." You always lie. Left it in the house that I own. You know what I mean? Left it in my second apartment there inside my fucking Jeep.
it's in the Volvo.
He's just such an old dad car. I left it in my 5 Series BMW.
Yeah, it's in my fucking golf case. I don't even know what it is. Golf bag. I know.
The guy was like, "This isn't for you, is it?" And I went, "No,
Not
it's
even.
for these children outside." Now
Yeah.
I'm back outside. I was like, "Sorry, I'm only 16."
Rumbled. It's rumbled as fuck. Oh my god.
But I think that was we
scary.
thought that was like mind tricks. You know what I mean? You go in
Yeah.
and be like, "Give us fucking 20 Marlboro Red." You know, like something that like someone's old grand. There's 20 fucking B&H. Good lord.
There must have been young
Gas.
ones that are like order old people drinks, so it seems more legit. Because
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
Fat Frog and all screams underage, where like it's
Yeah.
just some 14-year-old going, "Can I get a bottle of cognac and 2 bottles of port as well?"
Can I get a hot port for me and my boys here?
Yes, me and the lads are heading to Sherry.
Give us a flight. Give us a flight of hot ports there for me and the
get any-
boys. He's a stag do. He's getting
Yeah.
married in 9 years.
Don't want any crisps tonight. Any Werber's Original, by any chance? Any Murray mints? You fucking all the old people bollocks.
I'm busting for a crevasse.
Oil people drinks. I love it.
Do you know what would get you through it? Bacardi. Bacardi seems like when people just go, just get me just let me forget about my life.
Mm.
You know, vodka can be mixed into things.
Yeah.
White rum is just like,
It's undefeated.
let me die quicker.
Yeah. Anybody that drinks white rum fucks though. Like they're all fuckers. Like
What do you mean?
you know what I mean? There's always anybody, particularly any woman drinks Bacardi. You're like, oh, she fucks
She fucks.
for sure.
The only
Like it's,
person the person in my mind that I was thinking of was my uncle, who would buy like, instead of just buying a bottle, would have loads. This so alky behavior. Have lots of quarter bottles, and he would
Aye.
just put the full quarter bottle into like a regular tumbler, and then top it off a Coke, and he would just be like, "That's me." And you know when you have so many decades of drinking in the bag that like one stiff drink has you fucking, you know,
Aye.
like a washing machine.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was just get finished working on it.
Like a lawnmower in the distance. Like,
Yeah.
like through a window.
Yeah. And I picked up on this behaviour because he lived in our house for 2 years. Say none. But yeah, fucking hell. That was just like, that's the absolute, like, just one kill shot to the head.
Yeah.
Stop ringing me, you fucks.
Popular man today.
I know, gee, no one fucking wants me till I'm doing this. Fuck off. That's incredible.
Yeah, I never told you about working at a bingo hall.
No,
man.
that is totally new to me. I've
good.
somehow missed all that.
It's fucking great.
Were people flirting with you, you know?
Oh, wow. But
Well,
again,
young lady.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
run around like a wee emo girl.
I know, to be fair, that was during that sort of phase where, you know, it's hard to talk to old people about listening to Paramore. Do you know what I mean? It was just,
Do you had quite an emo haircut then?
Indeed.
Do you still have the
Indeed.
same haircut, but you just don't straighten it?
no, I think
No, it's a bit more of a...
it is cut the sort of, it's a bit too long at the minute. Now I got it cut properly to have the quiff, but at one point I had like the short hair and I went down the one I had long hair before that was proper like Bill Bailey. Like
Yeah.
I was a ride from behind,
Yeah.
right, basically. And then I went for the whole fucking panic at the
The bingo.
eyes down and haven't you people heard anything recently, you daft cunts? Peter Kay did his eyes a great story.
Fuck.
Peter Kay is my favorite of all time.
Is
was
he?
saying, 100%.
Oh, fuck, that's weird.
He was saying that he worked in a bingo hall and there was a couple in playing the books and the fella had, like, the old man had a fit and all the staff had to come and like give him first aid and all, but everybody kept playing, which is always, it's like golfers, so just keep her lit regardless of anything. And then the wife was like, excuse me, can someone else help me? Because she was playing her husband's book as well. I needed more staff to be like, come play his book.
He's foaming
while
at the mouth, and she's like,
while
take
he's
that marker.
He's convulsing there, but he's 6 numbers behind.
Keep up, will you?
We need this £13. You know what I mean? It was always like the shittest thing. You've won £6 there. Good lad.
I know.
Unless it was the link stuff, that was big money.
There's one, like, obviously Dungannon is the closest town to us, and you'll drive past in the middle of the day, and there's a load of, like, foreign lads outside. It's smoking like mad. And I was just like, fuck, that must be intense in there.
Yeah.
Is it like trading stocks or something? They're all fucking stressed out over here, screaming at each other.
They're just there because they're there all the time. It's their whole life. And you wonder where they get the money. That's the
I have no idea how to play bingo.
It's hard to keep up. Like, when the caller's going pretty fucking mad. And people have like 4 books and all that. It's incredible.
Oh, really?
That's the most.
Would it be quite, like, cognitively engaged? You know, like, keep you sharp when you're getting older? Like a number game?
No, they were all dumb bastards.
Pissing themselves, seemingly.
It's the only time that they would exert at all, be like all over. And then like you had the professional ones that were like they would use a pen, they would circle the numbers. But if you were like a rookie, you had a dabber, like a big, you know what I mean, like a fucking whack-a-mole sort of thing.
I would be upset, like, if they didn't give me the dabber.
The dabbers, why you go? Dabber and a glass of cordial for £1.
It's a disaster.
Not too bad. It was a fucking great job.
Cordial for £1? Fuck off.
I bring my own. Fuck that. Let them watch.
These outlaws are looking a bit of cordial.
Yeah. Honestly, it was a class wee job.
It sounds amazing. I can't believe I've completely skipped out that part of your life.
Yeah, it was great. Like, I actually left kind of going, fuck's sake. I left because I got the centre job, and it was awkward to come home at the weekends. Do
you not bring your CV to Belfast and be like, I've worked some of the roughest bingo places?
Yeah, or bingo hall should have done with like a bouncer. Like, that would be a good documentary series. Some people do security at bingo halls because you'd assume it'll be a fucking breeze. No, some of them out women super territorial about their seats, and they need like they shouldn't have to queue and stuff like that there. And really, it's politics.
I'm a fucking paid regular in here.
Yeah,
I'm a resident.
Yeah,
I've been pushing it through these seats for years.
It was good. And
is that how you tell how long you've been there? How many rings of pish you've laid in the seat?
It's like a tree trunk. You can tell the age.
Sure and tried.
Yeah, fucking great. You should go do a day's work experience in bingo hall and film it for a vlog.
I've time for that.
Yeah, it's £2 worth for 20p's. I'm like, no worries. Contactless, all right? It's fucking mad. I have to say, it was great.
I can't believe that. Panic at the Bingo, that's the name of the podcast.
Oh,
I wanted to, I found this article and I saved it. I didn't read any of it, just so me and you could read it before we move on to the questions. People admit the lies from porn that they embarrassingly believed.
Right.
Let me see. I, for example, am shocked at how few sexy double D cup mortgage brokers will allow me to pay my mortgage by letting them have sex with me. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Number one, I legitimately thought sex while holding the woman up was a thing. And it was easy to do because, I don't know, maybe I thought the penis held up most of the weight. You do see that. Yeah. I think what they do in porn is like they get like a girl who's like 4'10", and then a dude that's like 6'5".
Yeah.
And then he's like cracking one out.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But when you're like a regular couple and you're like, not that me and Maureen are anywhere nearly the same size, but you know what I mean? If you just get two average people,
yeah,
you're like, this is a nightmare.
Yeah.
You're the weight of me.
It'd be handy if you're sort of like lifting them up. It'd be like the Lion King. When Simba's born, you just hide him up and like that there. I mean, that's what it kind of always reminded me of. But like,
I think it would be so the woman to be like, you hold me, and you'd be like, nah, get a firm grip on the neck there. You're doing most of the work here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I got a comment on a YouTube video the other day, and someone said, Colin looks like a heavyweight fighter who did a terrible cut to light heavyweight.
Jeez.
And I don't know whether that was a compliment or not.
Yeah.
Or an insult.
But
I was like, let me tell you something. If I wanted to fight light heavyweight, I'd have to lose 81 pounds. So there's been no hard weight cut.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? There's a long fucking road of, you know, eating dry crackers and doing sit-ups.
Oh, for sure.
Before I'm a light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight. Would you behold that? You know what I mean? And two pigeons.
A professional fight career? Nah.
No, embarrassed.
Stick to the bingo. Let me see. Number two, I assumed that every guy had a straight dick. I have a straight dick, so I assumed everyone does. You know, a wonky dick or?
No, mine's just square and straight, you know.
Mine's pretty straight.
Mine's isn't like a Muppet's nose. it's handy, like, because if I'm on a like, I'd actually love a wonky dick, because
In your mouth.
wherever it takes their fancy. But see, like, if you're on a packed bus and you need to hold that rail, you could still be playing Candy Crush on your phone, and be hanging.
Yeah, you could like repair fucking phone lines and all. Like it's a fucking like you're mountaineer.
I could take people off stage in Mavericks when they've done too long, but
You know, it'd be good during COVID when you have to hold the door open without touching it.
yeah, I could play a pirate, no bother.
Hook for a cock. Like just the worst party name ever. Hook cock.
Definitely, I love a wonky dick.
It's classy. The first thing you thought of was you could just put it around a bar and like read a book while you're like leaning back. Just gripping.
Even like in the gym, you have that like a bar, you pull it down,
Aye.
and the weight.
Yeah,
comes up
lat
the back.
pull down.
Aye, just
Just lock it up. Check your phone.
out there, just fucking. No, wonky dick. There's a bit more character to it. Fuck symmetry.
Have you a straight penis now?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
It runs perpendicular to the legs, so you never see it. my bag's shocking too. Even as bags go, like there's no stunning bag. Maybe Dornan. I'd say Dornan's got a decent
the best scrote in the world is just to sort of like you don't notice it. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, it's just a nice scrote there.
Yeah, there's like a wee tortellini.
Why? What's wrong with your scrote?
I don't know. I just don't know what's right with it.
Long old balls.
Could do with an iron. Don't know what I mean? Like, you need like hold it flat, get it steamed. I need a vegetable steamer.
Dim sum.
Rim sum.
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
the only bit bothers me is that, you know, that attachment goes from the balls to the underside of the cock. You know, if I was going and getting the fucking designer vagina, I'd be like, get rid of that.
oh what?
Don't need that fucking, that join there.
Yeah, no, you don't need it. But it's like a foundation wall in the house. You do
Take it away, whole thing.
whole thing collapses. Like
That's what's keeping it straight.
yeah, exactly. Keeping it wonky.
Is that one fucking turkey neck underneath? What does a turkey's bollocks look like?
I'll show you. Do you know what a turkey's neck thing is called?
A cravat? I don't know.
It's called a wattle. I swear to fuck. Oh,
Wattle the fuck? That's two things I've learned today. It's
Sounds
called
like
a wattle, and you used to do bingo.
it sounds like a unit of measurement when you're weighing a ball bag. Like that's 19 wattles your ball bag. But I just call it the turkey's.
A wattle?
That bit there. I just
With
call
D or T's?
W-A-T-T.
I don't know if you're saying waddle or wattle.
If it was a D, that'd be like a spray, wouldn't it? Like Dattle. Someone from Hollywood. Call it Dattle. But I that wee bit there, call it wattle. Do you know what I mean? Nice fleshy wattle.
Yeah, well, if I was getting surgery, I get the wattle of my bollocks taken off.
My wattle's shocking. Manscaped need a wattle.
A wattle trimmer. Oh, I'm in a fucking pizza coma. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just trying to think what it would be called if Manscaped come up with a wattle grazer.
The Wanksgiven 4.0.
Wattle buffer. Tonight,
Wattle bottle.
we're drinking from the wattle. That's called a wattle, sir. Trivia. You're fucking welcome. Trivia Newton John.
It was just the way you shot into it. Do you know what the wee thing on a turkey's neck?
Good lad for a pub quiz, me.
Farm based. How many videos online do you see with like people in America trying to deep fry a turkey and just burning their house down? They keep like, why do they keep doing it? Have you seen that?
Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
drop the whole turkey into the fucking like a bin
Yeah.
full of oil, and it just goes. And
Yeah,
they're
and
like,
they're like,
maybe I shouldn't have 15 liters of scorching hot oil.
do they even prep the turkey? Do they
What do? You dry it a bit?
take the wattle off or?
Wattle first. Waddles to the wall.
Wonder if you could like the wattle? You could cook it, could you? Do you know what I mean? Like how dumpling library, they do it for sure.
You can cook anything. Really.
Steamed wattle.
If you went to like a real Chinese place in town, you know, like Lee Garden, they're probably like wattle and black bean, salted chili wattles. This podcast could have many names today. I don't know what it is about fucking. Well, I know what it is. It's having no sleep and then eating 9 pizzas. But I feel wild giddy.
For sure.
What else is these weird facts about porn that you thought were true? I'm going to go with women wearing bras and panties that match. Very true.
That is very true.
Yeah. You can't even manage matching socks a lot of the time.
Yeah. Well, indoors as well, it's weird for me because you're like, most women, as soon as they get back from their work or whatever, the bra's off.
Pull the waps out.
Do you know what I mean? Jesus got 19 bras on the Westlink. Just going to use. They fuck. Do you know what I mean? Just like disposable.
It gets to a point in the evening where I'm like, I'll say to Maureen, like, I just have to have my dick and balls out.
Yeah.
Like just, you know,
yeah.
I'm on the computer still.
Yeah.
But I just need a bit of air at them. The wattle's a bit sweaty here.
Yeah. It needs to be detached from the leg.
But do you know what I mean? It's the same feeling. It's like you've been wearing a pair of Under Armour fucking boxers just strangling the dick off you. You're like, listen, I know we're just watching telly here, but I'm just taking my dick and balls out.
Yeah. 100%.
Let a bit of air around
Get
it.
that peg on your nose. And I know
double mask there and I'll get this dick and balls out.
Sometimes you just need to aerate it. You know what I mean? It's like
so true. Just fucking shake it out.
Like if you've had a long day too, if you've been busy, you're wearing jeans and all, it's like a plaster. You're like, you just have to fucking do it quick. Straight from the inside of your leg.
People always say that, like, oh, you're peeling your balls off your leg, and I've never had that.
No.
Maybe they're just sweaty enough, or they just roll about.
Yeah,
they roll about in there.
They roll about a bit. But don't get me wrong, I still won't sit on a leather sofa in heat because then I'll be stuck to it. Do you know what I mean? In my entirety, it'll be like a Velcro bag. Do you know what I mean?
Totally nude though.
But when you're staying in someone's gaff and you're like down to the cacks, and but it's while warm and it's leather, and you're like, sorry that there's a third of an eighth of my bag on your chaise long there. DFS are doing a sale. I'll replace it.
What other shit is in this? Trying porn positions during sex and thinking it'll be effective is like trying a professional wrestling move during a street fight. Fair enough.
That's fair enough.
These are very long. I thought all men wanted deep throating the entire time I give them a blowjob. In reality, men's preference differ. Oh, that's not even a good point. Who's walking around being like, here, it's deep throat the whole time or nothing? I'd like you to die, preferably.
Yeah. I need you to sort of yak on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The deep throat, and they're just not keen on it. And they're like, oh, Jesus.
It's also, fairly presumptuous that you're like, listen, I've got a big long pipe on me.
Yeah.
And a strong wattle.
Yeah.
And I like deep throat.
Yeah. You're like, could I even reach the back?
The men.
That's the issue.
Deep teeth.
Yeah.
Deep throat.
If you are you'd want to be deep throated, you'd want them to struggle. Otherwise, you're just going, I can do that, no bother. And you're like, that's not good.
Well, yeah, if it's not, it might not even be touching the throat.
Yeah, it's just like a canopy.
Maybe hitting the fucking uvula.
Yeah. Uvula.
I
love that word.
Number 12, that facial is normal practice.
Oh, aye.
In my household, I'll tell you that for nothing.
Fucking cucumbers on.
Imagine that. I'm about to come. Put these two cucumbers on your eyes. Blarp.
We're out of cucumbers, so just put these bits of communion.
Number 14, buttholes are clean.
They're not.
Clip that. Buttholes are clean. They're not.
Fucking. I don't know. I wouldn't have the.
Imagine there was some young lad, just like virgin guys, like, oh, I've watched a load of porn. The done thing seems to be, I'll whip these cocks down. Eat that stink. And then he goes for it the first time, and he's like, it's been a spillage.
And you can't hide it. You can't. Even the most professional porn actor can't hide the disdain. It's like those people at the minute you see in bars and they need to sneeze and they're scared. You know what I mean? Because of COVID, and they're like, I can't sneeze in this bar. Like,
that was the funny bit about the in Dublin when Damo was on and some guy just ripped this giant fart. Did you see this clip?
No, I didn't see it.
I'll have to show you it. But some guy just in the middle of I was standing at the side of the stage door, and all I heard was like, like people laughing non-stop for about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But this guy just fucking just went like, and Damo said, he goes, I heard the fart, and he goes, as I turned, he was still farting. So like, he goes, and I didn't know this till you put the video together. Natalie, the guy goes, he sits up with the fart, and the guy goes, I needed the cough. And I was like, how COVID is it that you're like, I needed a cough out on? You're farting to cover up the cough.
God knows what a sneeze would have been.
Are you wanking? Hold on.
Gives a second.
God. That's right. I had a diarrhea. I mean, sneeze.
Don't chat. I fucking shit myself after the Galgorm hen. The way I got the bus off, and I swear to God, it's because it's food poisoning. You can have a bit of laugh about it. If I was hungover, and shit myself, I'm like, you're a fucking loser. But food poisoning, you're like, it's grand. I just attempted a wee permp, and was not to be.
You shit yourself on a bus?
After the bus, thank God. After the food poisoning.
Walking down the street?
Yeah, I was all Lisa. It happened again. I just had to fucking sit in. Like, another way, usually after like a weekend break, like, we'll just take a chill, we'll unpack later. We're unpacking now. Yeah. And I'm getting fully, you were saying about getting the dick and balls out. I needed everything washed.
Did you ruin the cacks? Like,
or I know they were not salvageable. But they're always going to, like, even if they were, you were like...
They were irreparably damaged.
Yeah, you wouldn't have recognised them at all. You just thought they were...
Because
you getting an in last night?
We talked about that with Chris McNaughton, but like, you know, there definitely been a few, because he was like, you know, you think you've shot all up your back like a baby would, and then you check and you're like, oh, it didn't even hit the cacks.
Who is this you're on about, sorry?
The big strong man dude, Chris
right.
Big Bear. Because he was talking about lifting weights and shit yourself.
Yeah. Is it common as fuck?
Oh yeah, I think so. But and I've done it myself, sort of like, where you're like, oh my God, like I've shit all up down my trousers.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, it was contained betwixt the cheeks.
Betwixt.
Thank God.
Thank Christ.
Thank Christ. One deep wipe and we're all good to go.
Yeah. Just had no control at all. Like, every fart was...
Where did you shit yourself though, walking down the street?
Were
you near home? Or?
Smithfield.
That's the spot. That's the spot to shit yourself.
Yeah. Because the thing is too, even between like, because obviously I've spoke about this, and I'll talk about it now, because obviously I had food poisoning in the Galgorm, but then I was telling you as well, like, whilst that was happening, my granny pretty much died.
I mean, pretty much.
She put it as a driver. Is it driver it's called? No, it's basically like
pumping drugs into her?
Yeah, they kind of sort of towards the end sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I had like seen food poisoning, bulking, shites, and horrible news. And I was thinking, when you're at the Galgorm, I actually got very lucky to be told, because I was just in the room when all that happened. Because I was like, you could say you just got food poisoning in the Galgorm.
Yeah.
There's various other times where when that kicks in the Galgorm, there's worse places to be than your room. Do you know what I mean? If you're like,
oh yeah.
Like, even if I'd have found out about my granny and a charcoal face mask where I couldn't actually emote.
In a seaweed bath, crying her eyes out.
What?
Yeah. Or you're just, you know, clinking 2 glasses of champagne in the hot tub and just...
If I'm face down and like getting a massage and then the yite kicks in then. Like Mount Vesuvius, and
someone just sees that wee towel over your arse, just a wee lump in it.
Do you want to put more pressure? No, I don't. No, I don't. You need to leave. I will tip. Because
what a weird scenario to be like, you know, in surrounded by luxury, but
luxury and everybody's buzzing,
scatting your necks.
Yeah, to have like physically and mentally get pretty much fucking battered. So everybody's down about with daiquiris, and I'm just like, I can't even separate my feet without
Iron Manning off the floor with shit.
It's like the great escape, just like fling shite out the side of your trousers.
But if you watch the live podcast, I did a legit spit take when you said I had what can only be described as satire of the hole.
That's right, yeah.
And I choked. I properly choked.
Yeah, I've got a way with words.
And then you do, it's fantastic. And then the next day I had to like literally like wipe the computer down. Had like sticky beer on it.
Oh, some nights crack.
We nearly killed Aaron that night, didn't we? We drank that bottle of whiskey you bought me in fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah, that didn't last long at all.
We did a couple of rounds in the coffee cups.
Yeah, the Jameson Stout edition.
It's
very nice.
Nice, I will say.
Got that in the Friend at Hand. Went down there.
Oh yeah,
good spot. And then I had like one or two before the podcast. A few beers on stage, and then
We just shot.
After I remember you going, I'm bouncing now. And then only because McCann did a vlog, I was going, oh, wow, we were in Chicken Licking for fucking ages because he didn't know what to get. And I'm like, there's only a few things you can get.
Yeah.
Typhoid.
Tapeworm, wings.
Syphilis, goujons. But he was looking at the menu stuff like, I don't know.
Dysentery, tenders.
I don't know what to get here. And I'm like, if you're not looking chicken, we may bounce. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you're not getting fat.
You're not getting ramen in here.
So, yeah. Couple of lads in the corner there. Eating a corn on the cob with a balaclava.
Which is a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. That's why I wouldn't be in the Raha, because that face wear is just, it's not.
Is that the main reason?
No, it's not good. You can eat no ribs.
Just doing bingo collar at the Raha.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Oh, I've laughed myself retarded. Retarded. We'll move on to some questions here.
Yes,
this is the most questions we've had for a guest.
Yeah.
You have about 40 questions.
Really?
Right, we'll set our... how long have we talked for now? People hate me asking. 1 hour. 1 hour? Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
We'll keep this tight. What are your thoughts on the Liverpool gig? Some of these are for me, some of them are for you. Thought Molly McCann was going to deck a bouncer. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our girl, Molly McCann, Meatball Molly, was at the gig. She had a couple
Is that her fight name?
Yeah, she used to work at Subway.
That's shite. God bless. I know she'd batter me, but
I thought it was a great name.
Is it though?
Yeah.
So I'm Bingo Woodsy. If I'm fighting, yeah.
Sandra Woodsy.
Sandra Woodsy. Avansec Woodsy. Did that for a while too.
But no, she was at the gig and she's just having a good time, man. Yeah. But you know, gets to a certain point where you're like, let me talk.
Aye.
You know what I mean? I did get a flight to talk here.
Yeah.
Hope you're bloody sitting meters apart with this Omicron variant doing the rounds. It's about a meter.
Everybody's bringing it up. See the amount of people too at the minute having a bit of crack online going, sure, we'll be in lockdown in Christmas anyway. Fuck that out. For sure. Like, don't ruin another Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, have a bit of crack, but you can't fuck with Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We lost last Christmas. I didn't have a good time at all. I was being in the house a lot because I usually have like things I like to do, meet certain people. It's not even like a drinking thing, but just going to see people, have a bit of crack.
Yeah, like everyone gets together at a certain time of the year.
I can't do it. I don't know what I'll do this year.
Omicron. Yeah, I don't know. Like, people keep asking me about the gigs and stuff. Like, what's going to happen? Hi, Colin. Update. Hey, can you update me on the SSE Arena show? No, I actually don't know. I'll ask today. That's a good thing about having like management.
Yeah.
Because they're right in the mix of it, trying to do it, and I just sit back and go, just give me red light, green light. And
yeah.
I'll go, like.
Well, you should be fine. You know what I mean? I can't really see a lockdown happening. I mean, the worst case scenario is maybe some restrictions in terms of hospitality, I would say, which is unfair because I don't see hospitality as the issue. But worst case scenario, I think like maybe bars have to close early, or it'll be like the bubbles thing again. Never heard bubbles as much in my life because of COVID.
I know.
And what do you call that thing when you're sitting outside? The covering. What do you call that?
A lean-to or like a awning?
Awning. I know that's the only thing I learned during COVID. People go on, you have to have an awning, and I said, what the fuck is this?
How was your lockdown? Well, I found out about awnings
and turkey necks,
and I haven't slept since.
Yeah,
fuck,
didn't even know. But I would say there will be some restrictions in, but a full lockdown. Christ, I hope not.
To be honest, you know, if I have a gig in Glasgow, I've obviously got Lavery's every week, and then I've got the SSE shows.
Yeah,
and then I'm doing nothing.
Taking a wee break.
That's a lie. I'm actually doing Armagh City Hotel, which is selling like fucking hotcakes.
Oh, lovely. Happy days.
In fact, if you're listening to this, my guys, there's about 20 tickets left for it.
Oh, very days.
500 ticks out the door.
Serious?
I'm the king of Armagh.
What a class. When is it? This year?
28th.
Very nice. Very nice.
You could do a set if you want.
On the 28th?
Get the Armagh.
Yeah. Come see me at the Limelight, by the way, because that's
oh yeah, when's that?
February.
February.
And it's not selling like hotcakes. Like, please do grab.
It's selling like waffle cakes.
Selling like Chinook's tea cakes.
Did you ever see that video? And the guy's like, "I've got this." What does the guy say? I've got this like chocolate mallow cake or something, and then it cuts the Scottish guy. He's like, "It's a fucking tea cake."
It's a fucking. I love all those wee things.
Brilliant.
It's great.
Tunnocks chocolate mallow cake or something.
Got a Mikado. It's Mikado, you fucking dick.
Let me see. Who, in each of your opinions, has the most unique set/act in the NI comedy scene?
In general, sorry? Or
Well, I mean,
them?
it's let's narrow that down again to ones that work, because there's people who have unique, but unique doesn't even always mean good.
It doesn't always mean.
Robbie's quite weird.
Robbie's.
He's got a weird
Linsky as well.
No, I think Linsky's a bit more straight down the line.
Yeah, I suppose he's kind of mellowed out a wee bit in that respect. He used to be a bit.
I think Robbie has a very alt kind of act.
Very much so.
But a good one, you know what I mean? There's people that are fucking out of their mind that do that sort of like stream of consciousness type shit.
Johnny Bow to an extent, because he's.
Well, he's doing one-liners there.
He's got like the darkness. He's got like, because he always has the suit and the wee fucking glass and stuff like that, maybe. Whereas the rest of us just fucking. I just jump about like a fucking idiot.
You're lucky if anyone has trousers on.
Exactly.
Any of us fucking animals. Unique. Well, I mean, Paul Curry is about as mad as it gets, like.
Yeah.
And he's sort of perpetually banned from laveries, so he can never do laveries.
Why is that?
Don't know. They have disputes.
Oh, really?
Out of my Hans.
So it is.
Say nothing. But I did book him once, and then laveries were like, "You can't play here," and I was like, "All right."
Fucking hell.
Do you want to tell him? Trying to remember if you actually ever made an episode of Chat in the Flat with Maureen many moons ago. Did I do a thing called Chat in the Flat?
No. Did you?
I think so. Who did Chat in the Flat?
No idea.
I don't know. For the attention of Mr. Woods, and do you know someone called Brian Blair?
Brian Blair? No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Brian Blair.
What's funny about that?
Brian Blair.
I have a question. Does anyone know how to actually use these things? Because I seriously have no idea.
I dare say that was fake.
I have a question. Does anyone know how to actually use these things? Because I seriously have no idea.
Bad.
Was that his question? Just a link to that?
For the attention, you just wanted you to see that guy smash his nuts to pieces and faint.
Thank you, mate. I'm enlightened after that. What was he even trying to put on? Like we sort of blue bags for your feet?
No, it was like a fucking
crime scene or
resistance band type thing for working out.
I would know anything about that.
I don't know what the fuck he was doing with that. Have you checked out the Always Sunny podcast yet?
No.
There's an Always Sunny podcast.
Who's doing it? Is it just
the three of them? The Rob and
it's actually
Glenn and fucking
Charlie
Murphy. Sorry, Day. But no, because that's the sort of podcast that is the worst thing about podcasting. Is the already famous people deciding to do a podcast because it's like free money, basically.
I suppose it is to an extent, yeah. But
what the fuck do they need to be doing a podcast for?
Where do they get the time, really? Do you know what I mean? They're all reasonably sort of busy people.
It's one of them things. If there's money in it, which there is now, and like that's, you know, there was like a sort of Wild West podcast vibe there for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, like Blind Boy talks about it all the time, and then people are seeing that there's money on the table now and going in, and then like, you know, famous people have podcasts. Oprah has a podcast.
Yeah. Some of the girls from the Office, the US Office, they do one where they sort of just dissect each episode and do the behind the scenes stuff, and that's how many seasons of fucking TV. There's people that have like podcasts about TV shows, but they're just random people that are fans. So, but I suppose the cast have the behind the scenes stuff, but it's probably nothing that you can't get in IMDb trivia, really. They just kind of have there's not going to be any stories.
I know, you see ones that are so specific and on, I'm like, couldn't do that. Like, I remember watching that Britney Spears documentary, and there was people who had a Britney Spears themed podcast or something. Right. You're like, how long
can you do that for? Really?
It's not sustainable. Lads talking shite, sustainable.
Oh.
In relation to Christmas, are there any annual Christmas traditions that Geddes Woods households do? And also now, when he's done editing the 12 Pods of Christmas? And if not, what tradition would you have introduced? Do you do anything fucking mad?
Not overly. Like, I'm glad because I'm a bit older. Like, it's not that case of getting up at 4 a.m. anymore. Whereas Lisa's brother, who's 30 in February, still does 4 a.m. He has them up, and it's
We still be
fine.
drinking at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's fine when you're a child because you're like excited because it's toys, but he's getting them up. We're like, Mom, I want to go see what fucking Santa brought, and it's like a voucher for driving lessons and an air freight. Like, it's the most you can understand going, I got a Mr. Potato Head, but like, how's the 30-year-old?
I got a bike.
Happy days, contents insurance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the most adult things in the world. Happy days. That's 100 quid towards the Volvo.
A weighted blanket. Fuck yeah.
Another bottle of port. Yes.
Foam rolling all day in the bar, mate. Kill it.
Rainbow suspenders. Oh.
I know. I just like, you know, it's one of the few days where you actually can't do anything.
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
You know, so you just have to sit there and eat fucking chocolates, and I don't mind that.
Yeah.
What I used to do stand up about that too, but like, obviously, like me and Maureen have been fucking together, whatever amount of years, you know, and like I nearly every year since we met, I've been down at her house for Christmas, and they would always just go Christmas Eve to like the pub, and then mass, like midnight mass.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Which, you know, I'm not a religious guy, but it is pleasant. You know what I mean? It's a nice thing because it's all Christmassy and, you know,
yeah, hymns and
all that
Christmas
shit.
hymns.
And you're half blasted standing fucking mass, like so. That was quite cool. And then you would go home and fucking drink further. But we do have a baby now, so
yeah,
I don't know. But then it is a bit more exciting when you have a baby.
Oh, it's
you know, there's a bit more magic to it again then.
Especially when Eddie's at the age now, we'll probably comprehend a bit.
Oh well, he'll understand. He would be actually excited by the fact that there's loads of presents and people fucking
all them colours.
They started doing like a bit of a secret Santa with all the in-laws. That's because there's too many of them. You know what I mean? You can't buy fucking 12 presents for.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
that's 12 Amazon vouchers. Do you know what I mean? Via email as well. Not even in like a.
That's 12 general apparel jumpers going out straight to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's quite fun. You know what I mean? But there's like they do like a quiz. I think it's a Boxing Day quiz.
Right.
It's like a annual, and it changes like the quiz master every year.
That's not bad.
It's a good one because it's just a rye. You know what I mean? It's done like for the crowd, and you know some people are really good at doing quizzes, and then other people are like, right, here's round 12 on season 11 of Friends. You know, like it's so specific.
See, that's not bad. I suppose the quiz thing kind of it's got a bad rap now because it was everything over lockdown was quizzes, and it was just everybody Googling quiz questions, so everybody was asking the same ones. Who invented scissors? And
I know. Well, them ones did like Taskmaster, and people would have to go film their own videos and stuff, and that was really funny.
That's a good idea. Yeah, for sure.
And like I'd somehow made myself so busy that I couldn't do it, which is annoying. I should have had a lockdown. They should have a lockdown. Let's get another lockdown so I can fucking chill out for a minute. Men invented golf because they're too afraid to ask each other to go for a walk. Very true. Do you have any secret / disgusting habits you know you shouldn't but you kind of enjoy, i.e. scratching your sack and having a wee sniff? And that's from my dad.
That's from both our wives. Both of them asked exactly the same question and worded it the same. No, I would scratch the bag when necessary.
Yeah.
But I don't want anything to do with it more than that. Like, I can't have it.
Like a gross habit? I don't know.
I don't know. Not really. But
men just, you just are kind of gross anyway. Yeah. Like
when I was young, I used to bite my toenails.
Do you know Dave Ellie told me he blew his knee out biting his toenail? Imagine turn up at the fucking sports clinic like that. What'd you do to yourself? Rugby? No. I was biting my toenails. Which, do you know what? If the flexibility allowed for it when you're younger, fair play. But can you imagine putting your fucking toe anywhere near your own mouth right now?
Oh, I need to start doing Pilates.
But I just mean from a hygiene point of view.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Would you be cool enough?
Nah.
Like you're going to stand in the shower, piss all over your feet, then bite your toenails? I don't think so.
I was like, it's not even gross, but I know a fella that knows the way you can do the fart under your arm.
Yeah.
He can do it with his legs. He can just
put his leg under his arm?
He can put his hand there and... Do you know what I mean?
Cool. I hope he's not in a job with any responsibilities.
No, he's still on the bingo. Ladies.
Yeah, ladies, your halftime show.
Because you've got loads of people to blame then, to be fair.
Picnic in the graveyard. What's your favourite hangover feed? What would be your dream food destination with Anthony Bourdain? And then someone writes picnic in the graveyard. Where would you go with Annie Bourdain? Maggie Mays?
All day breakfast.
And you're telling me they do this all day.
There's no time limit. I don't know where I would go with Bourdain. Where do you think Bourdain would have went if he had came to Belfast for like the layover or something?
Like the market, like St George's Market.
Pizza Works, do you think?
Pizza Works, Antrim Road, yeah.
Then somewhere for coffees or beers or something.
They always get sent to the wrong spot. Like, you know, like especially Americans coming over to like the UK or Ireland, they're like, oh, I'm gonna eat this shite food over here.
Yeah.
And then he thinks like a cultural experience is eating like a battered Mars bar in Scotland or something. You're like, you know, there might not be like loads of like signature dishes from the UK and Ireland, but it's the produce.
Yeah, the produce.
You know what I mean? Like the cheese and the fucking butter, the seafood and all that shit, the beef.
Yeah.
Where Americans are like, oh, this is grass finished cow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Where else would they be finished?
Started this grassy shit. There's some motherfucking things. Where would it go? Yeah, it would have to be somewhere stupid. Just some old blinkers. Just some old cafe.
Blinkers.
What TV show or movie do you think would be better if it was set here in Ireland? Robot Wars? I have no idea.
The Robot Wars would be alright. An Irish version of Robot Wars.
Yeah, just bust through a peace wall and fucking...
I used to watch...
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious, Westlink.
Glengormley Drift. That would be good, like boy racers, and I could play Vin Diesel, Jim Diesel, Red Diesel.
It wouldn't be called Fast and Furious, it'd be Quick and Raging. Robot Wars, did you ever watch it when you were younger, no? Or you were getting there right? There used to be...
No, but it just never appealed to me. You know what I mean? It was one of them things. So it was just like, it was the same thing over and over and over again, which I can never deal with.
Yeah. Well, it was like, there was like some of the people went on with their robots and they put serious effort into it. Whereas here, like if it was Northern Irish lads making Northern Irish themed robots, it would just be like an electric meter with a magnet on it. On wheels.
It's a toaster with a knife taped to it and then a thought at you.
Yeah, it's a Henry the Hoover with a spud peeler brown taped in. You know what I mean?
It's a wheelbarrow with a shotgun on it.
Yeah.
So
and there was all the house robots now are Sergeant Bash. Sergeant Gash it would be here probably. And there was Matilda Shunt, which obviously well, they're two separate robots, I believe. Matilda
and Shunt.
She was the female one. Do you know what I mean? And then
Shunt.
Dead Metal and Sir Killalot. Wasn't it Sir Killalot? Something like that. But there definitely could be an Irish. Tag Charles would host it.
Ripping all around him. Dirty bastard. Oh my God, that's so funny. Since we're coming to the end of yet another year, what's been your personal highlight and what's been your favourite topic meme video that's entertained the whole world? Up the Ra. That
has to be.
That was just, I was like, brilliant. What is the world coming to like?
The potential for follow-ups to that, because was it Chuggy Arla first he did, or was that somebody else?
You know, second or something, and then he was like, because he was like the name of a bar. Everyone down there, Chuggy Arla.
Chuggy. I want to, because again, the potential for just sayings from here that you could get him to say that he probably, like, you could get him to go, all right, crosshatch, see you later. Or your buddies or scrappers, you easily could do it. Like, there was so much potential.
Now we're getting there, reason.
Yeah. I support Chelsea. You know what my favourite bit in that video is, and it goes under the radar, is where he's like, you stand there with your big bro, and then the guy goes, oh, big bro, and then you can just hear the other guy go, do I look like I could be his brother? But it goes under, because they're speaking over, you can just hear him go, do I fucking look as if he's from the Philippines? Or something like that. Do I look like I'm his brother? Do you know what I mean?
Two white guys with beards on the door.
Do I fucking look? That's why I love that video so much. My ma's dead, she bought me them, and
yeah,
it's because she's dead doesn't mean she didn't have taste. You know what I mean? I'd advise you to fuck up. Like, it's so formal.
Yeah. Yeah. You have the right to remain fucked up.
Yeah. I'd be partial to you shutting the fuck up.
Yeah.
Content. It's so reasonably sort of well spoken. I would thoroughly appreciate if you just fucking kill yourself. Preheat that oven.
Oh my God. Oh, my head hurts.
Like, even I've overheard people say like that cunt's a prick. And you're like, don't phrase it like that. That cunt is a prick. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's spastic civil. Like, you can't go so harsh and then deflate it.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking, a wally.
Yeah. Cunt's a muppet.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, don't like it.
I heard there was like someone living around our mate of mine's mum was like, see them over the street and all, they treat their mother like SHIT, I swear to God, 2 wankers. I never forget it.
I love that, absolutely love that. I had to be polite about it.
SH1T, couple of wee fucking cunts, I swear to God.
$sign hitch. 1 mug. Delayed.
One celeb you'd let your wife leave you for, one celeb you definitely fucking wouldn't let her leave you for.
For
who's letting their wife leave, you know?
Well, again, I don't think.
Come on. Yes, Mama was outside here on a chopper. I'll see you later then.
I don't know. You can disagree, but I don't know if I could compete with Hemsworth, you know? So if Lisa was like... Chris
At what? Bingo Colin?
I'll destroy him at 2 heights. You can't... Like, I couldn't do it. Would I let her leave me for Joe Pasquale? Probably not, huh? Because, you know, you practically got that already. You got Joe Pasquale, but with more money.
Yeah, you've got fucking Pasquale 2.0 here.
Yeah, I have Pasquale if they like edited his voice to sort of slow down and be deeper.
If he was on witness protection, he would sound like you. I'm Joe Pasquale.
So I am.
It's surprising you don't get more voiceover work. Kids' books on.
I know.
Oh, sorry, go to bed.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Just leisurely. Just taking the chill.
Bag stuck dead. You have to fight an exact clone of yourself to the death. How do you outsmart your clone?
I don't know, just get a Foo Fighters vinyl and throw it in the river. Let him go after it.
That's a weird question.
That is weird. It's tough though too. Puts you on the spot.
It probably involves some sort of cardio.
I'll do something to my bag.
Or either of you or any of your General Banter comedy crew, not a real thing, got roles in Dairy Girl season 3?
No. I don't think any of them do. Shane, maybe. If anybody was getting it, it'd probably be Shane.
Yeah, and Shane's the type of guy where it would just come out and he would have kept it to himself the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. A lot of people said to me because of the Strabane thing, but it's not really what I did. Plus, you would need agents and stuff to even get a look in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like, I'd said yes if I was approached or to even audition and done something, but...
No, I think you got to be put forward for stuff.
Yeah. And they're not putting me forward for fuck all.
If you are preparing for the SSC gig, how do you separate material when doing other venues like... Well, it's not different material. That's why.
No, because you need to try it out. But I love how you're saying if you're preparing for the SSE, is if like you're going, nah, sure, I'll just wing it for 90 minutes.
No, that's how you polish it up, man. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
we've come out of lockdown, whenever that was, and not done stand-up for 2 years.
Yeah.
You got to like plow forward and...
Yeah. In the clubs, you're getting the premises. In SSE, you're getting the bits. Do you know what I mean? You're getting the full completed sort of thing.
Pretty much.
Just polished.
That guy's not going to go now.
Selling 2 tickets.
Which dressed up penis is your fave? We might have to fucking call it a day at some point.
Which dressed up penis?
What's your favorite dressed up penis? From Alexandra McGee, the known pervert. Dicture. Oh, Dick's dressed up as... Probably not be able to show this one.
Just seeing it even from a distance is cool.
She's had a quiet day at work. Can I click on these or what? No, I've got to zoom in. Great. He's got all circumcised, you know. Is that a hard dick?
Oh my god.
Dongye West.
That looks like the logo from the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. Is that a hard dick or no?
It's hard to tell, isn't it? Could be queer and flaccid. Dickie Minaj is the best.
Dickie Minaj, Adolf Clit Tickler.
Adolf Clitler.
Kim Dong-un. Oh, that's good.
That is good.
The dick.
The dick. Is that supposed to be Boris Johnson, you think? Or Trump even, pardon me?
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Napoleon Boner part. Oh, there's loads, man. Dong Dapper, Vladimir Forskinski.
It'd be better if you did them upside down, because then you could do the bum chin because they're dick slit. Can you?
Yeah. Oh, there's loads of them, isn't there? Jesus
Really?
Christ.
There's serious effort. Old Saint Dick. Love that. I'd like to see a dick dress up like Prince from the
I think
Purple Rain
Kim
cover.
Jong-un is the one, the name is the best, but the actual cock is maybe not the best. This one's good. The Rasta cock.
Yeah.
And then pretty much any of the other ones that have
Just like
sunglasses on, because, you know, you've had to rest them on the bulb there.
Yeah. They look like they were all in the Super Mario Brothers film. Like that sort of shite
Yeah.
makeup and costumes and all.
Yeah. Benito Mussolini.
But is someone like, can people make a living out of this? I mean, can you do like personalized ones for like on Cameo?
Hey, I'm on
Just
Etsy.
go, can you dress your dick up like my
Send me in
Uncle
your-
Roger?
Send me in your cock size and I'll I'll measure it up. Hopefully going to see you in Armagh City Hotel. Have you got any support for that gig? Honestly, just curious. Either way, it'll be great crack. Yeah, Aaron's doing it. Connor Key's doing
Very
it.
decent. Very decent.
Because they said the guy initially wanted. He's like, can we do a big mix bill with like Colin and fucking, was it like Mickey and Paddy Raff and someone? And I was like, let me stop you right there. I'll do it, and they can fucking fight amongst themselves.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it's like sold out. So
Yeah.
Up the rock.
What else have we got? Are you approaching the end here?
Seems to be. It's hard. The questions are hard. It's
I should vet them. You know, I should definitely go through them. What do you think about the whole, how do you say it, Omicron variant? You think it'll affect hospitality and fuck your gigs? I don't know.
I
Just to leave on a happy note, you know.
it's hard to say, really, isn't it? I mean, it still seems kind of newish. That I think if it was going to make a real stamp on anything, it would be the new year. And that's not even me being hopeful. I'm like, nobody seems to know why not. And it's just a variant. I mean, like how
Yeah, there's been variants, but
Yeah.
I don't know whether this one seems a bit rough or whatever the fuck. But
yeah,
I don't know. It might just get to the point where like this time people really seem like they've had enough. Like they're just like, I actually don't care.
yeah,
I just want to keep it, because I think a sensible person at this time at this point in time is like, you just be as careful as you can be.
yeah.
But you kind of do have to go back to some sort of
Yeah,
normality.
you can't let it dictate your whole life.
Because they fucked it up already. Like, you either gotta go full, you're not allowed to fucking do anything
Yeah.
until we get a vaccine, and you must fucking take it.
Yeah,
And then you could start to go full free, you know, free range. Like, but
yeah,
not everyone's gonna take it. Not everyone stayed fully locked down, and
yeah,
people were still fucking meeting up. People were still catching it in these little like, so you know, like someone's like, oh, I went to a karaoke party in a bar and fucking 100 people have it. You know,
yeah,
you can't really control everybody. I think if you're a sensible, responsible person, you would do your best to be safe, but
yeah.
want to go about your day.
There's only so much that you can do, and I think even pre-vaccine, the amount of people that you would see, maybe in Tesco or something like that, and like they've got like the big visor and stuff on, and you almost feel like, yeah, be aware of it, but it will pass eventually. You can't let it dictate. Like some people go on as if like, do you remember like in the first Toy Story, where Buzz still thinks he's a toy, and Woody's like, fuck up, you're not a toy, and he's like, no, I definitely am. And then Woody presses his button and his visor goes back, and he's like freaking out. It's like, that's the way some of them people going on. You're like, you're grand. Do you know what I mean? You can't let it. That's my issue. I'm like, don't let it dictate your whole life. Be careful, but don't be like, oh, I would love to go to this, but sure, I might catch COVID. Even double vaxxed, you're just like, you will be fine.
Yeah.
And the only way you're going to know the parameters of what you're capable of.
It's just one of those things. Like it's like fucking. It's just one of those things. It's like a new thing, so it seems scarier. But it's like, I've said this a million times on here. I've had flus that were fully shit.
Yeah.
Like fully like could have fucking killed me.
Yeah.
Probably a couple of them.
Yeah.
And I've had, like, because of Maureen and stuff, I've got the flu jab,
Yeah.
got the COVID jabs. Probably I'll get a booster.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really want any of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the flu does wipe out a bunch of people who are,
Yeah.
you know, not in the best of health.
No, but
or
that's
vulnerable.
always, the flu's always been there.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody.
And it changes every year, and you get a fucking booster
Yeah.
for that.
It's
And you
just
have to get it if you work in like health.
You can't just close everything down just because it
Healthcare?
spikes a wee bit. Or there's a variant. I mean, of course, there's going to be a variant. You know, it was never going to stay the same. Well, I'm like, what are you just going to do? Just every time it gets a wee bit worse, close everything down again. Like, I just think the bottom line is financially, nowhere can afford to do that. And it all comes down to dosh.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So there will be restrictions, but I can't see like them closing places. It'll be like an hour earlier, have to wear a mask.
That's all
and-
horse shit. Like,
and just basically be like, well, if you're not getting the vaccine, you need to have a medical reason why you're exempt and prove it, which seems to be the case even from like Limelight and Voodoo put up stuff going, here's the things you need to get on the fucking premises. Now, I think they wouldn't be pumping that out so strictly if they were planning to lock it down anyway. That's my general vibe. Now, January is a whole different
and I've
ballgame.
you know, I've heard some insider trading type things.
Yeah.
You know, from people in hospitality and clubs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they were like, there's a good chance that sort of thing will be like just, you know,
Yeah.
they'll just skip over it. Because
Yeah.
I've heard places going like, you know, where we're going to put a load of stuff in place to like do fucking COVID checks and COVID certs and all this shit.
Yeah.
But they might just not go ahead with it, so we're not bothering to commit just yet.
Is there an element?
Because we might not need it at all.
Yeah, no, I agree. But do you think there's maybe an element of the hearsay of this variant or a possible lockdown is going to get people to kind of wise up for the next few weeks? So is there a subtle way of going, if they think there might be a lockdown, they might relax a wee bit, be a bit more safe. So actually when we were going to lock it down, it's not even applicable anymore, if that makes sense?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's fair
Because people don't. No, but people don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like you could hear all the fucking arguments back and forward, you know, all day, and then you'll just speak to someone and they'll go, "Hi, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting a fucking COVID job."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Why?" And they go, "Don't know."
Yeah.
You know, like there are people like that where they're just like, there's people who literally just can't be arsed doing the admin of it.
Yeah.
What if I do go on a website? No, I'm not fucking doing that.
And click a time. And
Yeah,
click
no,
okay.
I'm not doing that at all.
Even that COVID, like the COVID cert app and stuff.
Yeah.
It's 30 seconds.
Yeah, I managed to fuck it up though, and you know, ended up giving it to Maureen, and she's like, "Why do you always fuck up these things? What do you do? Why are they asking you for a passport and a driving license and a fucking utility bill? She's like, you've totally fucked this up."
I did something similar, but they just needed like another verification thing. But I think it's just like maybe one of your addresses is conflicting with like your billing or a different thing. I don't think it's anything too serious, but it was the easiest thing in the world. It's like take a photo, get your face in the circle.
Which is great.
And
I was
just
naked in a hotel bathroom. Big wet tits out of the shower and all.
Yeah, I look like I'm on day release in mine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Try to get the bag in, and I was like, sure, it's not worth looking at. Do you know what I mean?
Phantom of the Opera. But I can't wait till you're in Stormont going, "Have you seen Toy Story?" Aye. Well, you know when his fucking goes back and he freaks out.
Yeah, that's everybody who freaks about COVID.
That's you.
What a fucking analogy.
Unreal.
It's madness, but sure. I think we'll be fine, but just be careful.
Be careful, you know.
Aye, just fuck up.
There's certain things I haven't been able to do, like fucking, you know, hang about after shows or something and chat to people and fucking
horrible.
All that sort of shit.
Do you know what I mean?
Horrible anyway. Or?
I feel bad for you not being able to mingle and have the complimentary beers till 5 in the morning.
I know, but you just can't. Like, you can't be fucking meeting 40 people or something. Like,
the class, if there was an advert about how COVID has affected people's lives, and it just cuts to you going, after my SSE show, it's sold out well in advance.
All I had to do was go home.
I couldn't even stay and have the complimentary beers, canapes and Prosecco.
Yeah.
And all around me are familiar. Just you with one solitary tear. Oh, fuck's sake, couldn't even take cat with Mickey Bartlett.
You know,
turn the cameras off. I can't.
And he's there with his fucking stumps for arms because his hands fell
He's
off.
like a voodoo doll, isn't he?
He's like a gingerbread man. Oh fuck! Right, let's get out of here,
He
man.
can still finger, so he did.
Guy with his tongue.
With his dick.
He'll finger you with his penis. Yeah, let's get out of here, man. I've talked for ages. I need a piss.
That's good. Good crack. Huh?
I need a pizza shout.
Oh,
cheers for joining me.
Thanks for having me on.
I will be out here next week. What other things have I to plug? Get your SSE tickets, you know, we've talked about that.
Get them.
Ticketmaster.ie, get the old SSE tickets. And yeah, I'll be in Scotland.
When's that?
That is the 12th of December.
December. Lovely stuff.
December. So all that shit, ColinGuest.com for merch up the hoods.
Up the Ra.
Thanks for meeting me.
See you later.